Hello, everybody. I want to let you know that I love the South. I love everything about the South. And I think, personally, I would have been a tremendous plantation owner, because, lots of buildings and lots of acreage, kind of like Mar-a-Lago. Now, I think the South, or anywhere in the country, they should be allowed to fly that great Confederate flag. It's not like they lost the Civil War and they're a bunch of sore losers. No, that's not the case. They didn't lose. They didn't lose. A lot of people don't know that. They don't know that. It was a draw. The Civil War, who could forget? It was a draw. It was a draw, but people forget. People forget. And that's why I'm here to remind you. And the Civil War only lasted, honestly, a couple of hours. And no one talks about that, how short it was. And very few people were hurt, and very few people died, and they had, like slingshots and things like that. That Ken Burns show was boring and a lot of fake news with hoax photos of cannons. They weren't even around then. And fake letters home. No one was writing back then. Letter writing didn't start until like 1910, so it's all a bunch of fake stuff. And it was even Steven. It was even Steven between the North and the South. And that's why they drew a line. They drew a line right through the middle of the country, And they call that, are you ready? They call that the Mason-Dixon line. Now the North got, Mason got the North, and Dixie, that's where Whistling Dixie come from, is the Dixon line. And a lot of people never heard of that line, but that's an important line because Dixon went on to do Dixie Cups and some other big things. The South is so important. They gave us so many great things that I am signing an executive order that they can fly that Confederate flag at state houses and anywhere they want, and they can keep the statues. They can keep the statues because honestly, if you tear those statues down like the agitators have been doing, I have to tell you something. We've got nothing to replace those statues with, okay? Nothing. Because what a lot of people they don't know is the people who used to make all those statues, they're dead. They're dead, and it's a lost art. No one can make new statues, so just leave up the old ones. That would be fine, okay? And the South, they had better generals than us. They had better generals. And these were terrific military men who were smart. I mean, not as smart as me, but very smart guys, and not as militaristic as me, but very, very militaristic. And just because they left this country and started their own country and fought against us is no reason that they shouldn't be honored, okay? I mean, think about it. And one of the great colonels who fought for the South, great colonel, was Colonel Sanders. Colonel Sanders, he went on to create Kentucky Fried Chicken, which it's no secret that I love Kentucky Fried Chicken. And you need great warriors to create great chicken. I've always said that. I mean, look at General Tso's, the tremendous Chinese military man from China. General Tso's, really, really delicious. Now, there has been talk at the Pentagon of making me a general. Can you believe that? Can you believe it? I mean, I'm not asking for that, but there's been talk. There's been a lot of talk about making me a general. That way I could create my own chicken dish. Now, there is so much to honor about the South. I mean, look at the David Dukes of Hazzard. They were just some good old boys, not doing no harm. And their sister, who was, I have to tell you, she was super hot. I mean, off the charts, and 11, really, really incredible. And they would have voted for me. You know that. And they drove around in the General Lee with the Confederate flag on the car. And they were just fun guys and a fun gal, having fun times, nothing bad. And these and many, many more reasons are why the Confederate statues and the Confederate flag should stay. I mean, forget about the negative stuff, the slavery and the terrible things. Let's forget about that and move on. And just remember the good things, okay? Like chicken and hot women. And I think that's all we really need to move forward with this. Because, like they say, all flags matter.